Y'all remember Michelle Obama's whole end obesity thing? She was like so obviously and openly fatphobic. Why didn't more people talk about this? It just wasn't as big of a deal as it should have been. I'm seething. People didn't talk about it because it wasn't a big deal. Because wanting kids to be healthy isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing. But somehow in your head, you go, what? You want me to be healthy? That's the worst thing ever. And you seethe over it. Just doesn't make sense. What's going on, Moderchodes? It's your boy Long Nail, back again with another new video. And in today's video, we're going over the hot posts from r/FatLogic. Let's get into it. If being fat gave you diabetes, all fat people would have diabetes. If being fat gave you joint pain, all fat people would have joint pain. If being thin made you healthy, all thin people would be healthy. And then this person continues to rant on and on and on about all this other stuff. Because that's a lot easier than just going, you know what? This really doesn't make sense. Maybe the fact that I'm fat is affecting me. And oh, by the way, this is the worst logic you could have ever used. Here, let me apply it to something else. If driving a car meant that you could get in an accident, all people would get in accidents. See how that doesn't work? Interesting. You could apply this logic to anything, and it just doesn't make sense. Go ahead, seriously, guys. Do it in the comments. Show the person that made this post how outlandish their logic is. Obesity is relative person to person and is why those, if you're this height, your goal should be this weight, are not really good. I'm 6'4", 462 pounds, and wear size 38 pants. I'm certainly in what would be considered obese, but not morbidly. I only have 19 to 21% body fat ratio. I highly doubt that. I have an extremely abnormal muscle density. I'm not even that big as far as how my muscle looks. I look like an average, slightly overweight tall guy. I'm just extremely compact. If I lost every ounce of fat on me, I'd still be 300 plus pounds. Many factors can make your own personal healthy weight differ drastically. Bro, let's see a picture then, because you're out here saying that you're the same height as Eddie Hall, you're heavier than him, you're leaner than him. So what are you, the world's strongest man? Literally? Except you're way leaner and have a size 38 waist? Yeah, you don't exist, my guy. You made this up to try to prove your point, which it did a terrible job of, because clearly you're making this all up. And honestly, it had the exact opposite effect. Now nobody takes you seriously, even if you had a good point, because I don't know. You're lying about something for literally no reason. Sure, it differs person to person. It doesn't differ from up to 462 pounds. You're 462 pounds, man, you're obese, to put it simply. In fact, studies have shown that being fat is actually a protective factor if you ever end up in ICU. Cue all the critics. Fat people are harder to ventilate. So, learn how to ventilate better. It's not their fault that their anesthesiologist is incompetent. Bro, they're not incompetent. They're extremely competent, way more so than you, which is why they know that trying to deal with an overweight patient to, in this case, ventilate, is way more difficult than doing it to somebody who is of healthy weight. It's almost like they are actually looking out for your best interest. And when they tell you, hey, please lose weight before this surgery, it's not because they want you to feel bad about your body. It's because they want you to make it through the surgery. Before and after posts that end up with comments like this: thin doesn't fit you. Canceled. We lost one. I loved you more when you were fat. What these people fail to realize is that before and after pictures aren't somebody losing weight at you. It's because they want to lose weight for them. And they're proud that they accomplished their goal. Like when you accomplish any goal, you're proud and you want to share it with other people. That's all it is. It's not a dig at you. It's not made to specifically make you feel bad. I understand. It can do that. Your feelings are valid. I'm not trying to say you can't feel bad about it. but don't put others down because they set out to do a goal and achieved it. You can do the same thing. You can block this post so you don't see posts from them again, but putting them down is not the right thing to do. People of all sizes have knee pain, knee injuries, and mobility challenges. And so, being or becoming thinner is neither a sure preventative nor a sure cure. Bro, again, with this terrible logic, did you ever take a step back and think about knee pain can be caused by multiple things and being fat exacerbates those issues? It's almost like when you have more weight bearing down on a joint, that joint is going to wear out quicker. It's pretty simple logic, but somehow you try to construe it into this super complicated thing that it just isn't. Yes, there is plenty of thin people that have knee pain. Guess what? Their knee pain would be worse if they were obese. Outrage as Whole Foods CEO says ignorance and poor choices cause obesity. Well, I mean, he has a very, 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 very valid point here, because there's a ton of misinformation. Clearly, I'm going through this subreddit and pointing out a ton of it right now. And unfortunately, some people see that info first. They believe it because it's easy to believe when somebody's telling you, hey, you're not the reason that you're overweight. Of course, that's easy to believe. It's so easy to sell. Everybody wants to buy it. But unfortunately, the truth is, you are the reason. And honestly, this guy, his point is right. It's ignorance. Sure, you know, you might have got some bad info. Now you know. It's your fault. Look up how to fix it. It's really not difficult. It's called a calorie deficit. And that's really it. And if you know all of the stuff and it's not because of ignorance, well, then like he said, it's your poor choices. The outrage of people who say, well, it's easier for the skinnier girl to find the dress, so that means she should pay more. What? No. That is not how this works at all whatsoever. I'm tall. It's hard for me to find clothes that fit, even being at a good in-shape weight. Does that mean I think all of my clothes should be cheaper? What? No, dude, it's just what it is. And unlike me, these people can actually change their situation and they can lose weight. And then what do you know? Wow, just like that, it's easier for them to find clothes that fit. Wow, it's shocking. I know, right? The audacity of some people to really say that a skinny person should pay more for less clothing. It literally doesn't make any logical sense. You're literally just saying stuff now, and you need to stop. Please, you're embarrassing yourself. All right, Moderchodes, that's it for the hot posts from r/FatLogic. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. And of course, share this video with your friends. And if you want to help support the channel for free, anytime you have any shopping to do on Amazon, just click the link in the description down below. Do your shopping as regular. It won't cost you anything extra, and it'll help support the channel. So I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, peace.